You guys can all tell her that I did it, okay? The recording button has been pressed. I'm gonna go ahead and try to share the screen now too at the same time. And we should be good to go. Everyone see it? Awesome, perfect. Well, thank you so much for getting on this call tonight. My name is Jessica Klassen. I'm in Michelle Antoinette's nation. I'm thrilled to be talking about the 30 Days to Healthy Living because it's something that's been very big in my life. I'm going to start out here by just showing you who I was at 29 years old. And I know there's some of you on here that know me. Same person, kind of, sort of. I've learned a lot over the last couple of years. And I want to just say before getting started that I think as good of a training as I can do, or a good a training you can hear from anybody else on the 30 Days to Healthy Living, the best training you're really going to get is by doing the program yourself. So I'm going to talk a lot about that because that really is firsthand exactly what happened for me. So if you're seeing on the screen, you see a picture of me with blonde hair. That actually wasn't the only big change that happened over the last while with me. But I like to really, it's kind of like, I want to say it's embarrassing, but I do want to just show you all what was going on in my life at the time. So I do have severe endometriosis. That's something that doesn't ever go away. It's something that can be managed. Pain and just a lot of hormone stuff can be managed actually with the food that you eat. So with your diet, and then also just like your surroundings and things that you do. So severe endometriosis that I've had 5 surgeries for. I have in the past at age 29 was on hormone shots and different kinds of pills. I was up to 8 Advil a day for pain. At the time of getting started with the 30 days, I actually had a full body hive I had to be in the hospital for that we couldn't get rid of. Ulcers, I was told I had early stages of rheumatoid arthritis, so seeing lots of different specialists at the time. Lorazepam for anxiety, 3 different types of puffers. For those of you who've gone to GTC or CNTC know that I probably left early because I was sick with something. So that was kind of my life. And bronchitis, all that kind of stuff was just in my life. So a big one with the hormone problems is that I was in the process of booking my hysterectomy as well. So that was me at 29 years old. It sounds like I was probably pretty sick, but I still loved my life. I had a good life and I loved Arbonne. I was actually an RVP at the time and loved, and still love the skincare and the makeup. And that was what brought me into the business. I love our compensation plan. I love everything that we get with Arbonne. So I was definitely just in this mindset of, this is who I am, nothing's gonna change, and people like me for who I am. I love myself, and it's, you know, I was good for my kids and for my family. Until things started really affecting my life, all of these kind of came to a head, and someone mentioned to me, you know, you should just, you seem so inflamed, you should try an anti-inflammatory diet. And that is exactly kind of like a light bulb in my head. I was like, wait a minute, like my 30 days to healthy living, things that I have been telling people about but never have tried for myself, that it's what Arbonne offers. So I decided in that moment that I was going to do the 30 days to healthy living. And what I did, and this is where I think a lot of you who have never fully done it, I want you to hear me say that I didn't do it probably as other people would. So what I did is I actually started my own 30 days to healthy living, and I just like jumped in. I didn't dip my toes in, I just fully did it. I decided I'm gonna ask a couple people to join me in it. And me and actually my sister-in-law, Jackie, we did our first group together. We both decided we were gonna ask a couple people that we felt comfortable with, actual clients of ours. So I had a couple clients who came over for makeup and skincare a lot. So I asked, actually, it was a mom and 2 daughters. I asked them to join me, and Jackie asked a couple other people. So we had a group of 7 for our first one. So I didn't go in and join someone else's group and just see how it went. I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it with somebody. So right off the bat, I had success with just the way that I asked them. So, and I think that that's important. I'm going to talk about how to ask people to join your 30 days appropriately, because I feel like that can be hard for people, and sometimes that might be a problem why people aren't having success, is maybe the way they're asking people. But for me, it was a very simple, I made it about myself and what I was going to do, and asked if they wanted to join me. So it wasn't, oh, I think you should do it. It was, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm actually really afraid and I'm nervous about it. I've never fully done something like this before, and I would love to link arms with you. Do you want to do it with me? And they were like, yeah, I want to do it with you. So right off the bat, had new preferred client orders with nutrition, which was awesome. So with doing it myself, I really, sorry, I'm just losing my spot here. With doing it myself and with Jackie, a couple things, big things happened, not only with my own personal health, but it's the first time in my business ever that I easily bonused in my district every single month for a full year. It was easy to sign up preferred clients. It wasn't such a struggle to find these because I actually had people coming to me, and we always want to know about that, right? Like, how do we hear like, what do you mean people came to you to ask you about Arbonne? Well, it was actually because of what I did, and because of those first initial asks, it just kept rolling that way. So my business got a lot better and a lot simpler. And I really do hope that when you're doing your own 30 days, that you'll be oozing it. You'll be talking about it all the time. Your skin will be glowing. People will just be asking you, what's going on with you? I need to know what you're doing. And it's not as much of a sales pitch, but it really is just from your heart. So getting those first yeses were good by asking, but then the rest coming in was awesome. So when I got started what was a huge success for me is actually reading the book, The Slight Edge. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one. I know a bunch of you on this call have, but by Jeff Olson. It's an awesome book. Get it on Amazon. And this is actually something that I ask the people who join my 30-day group, my clients, my preferred clients, I get them the kit. I join them into the group, and then right off the bat, I send them a link to Amazon's to Amazon to get that book, and I ask them to order it right off the bat. For me, it was 15 minutes a day of reading it, and it just kept me on track of the 30 days and my goals. So this group that me and Jackie started, it was 7 people in our first group, and there has been times that I actually start a new group every single month, but there's been times where it's been over 100 people because of the duplication aspect, which is kind of awesome. So that's been a lot of fun. So I also have never seen so much new preferred commissions. That was really fun. And it was also kind of around the same time that Arbonne also now pays weekly. So it's really an interesting concept for your families now, that if you're doing this 30 days to healthy living for yourself, you're helping other people, you're getting this commission weekly, you're seeing it right away, which is awesome. Reorders as well. I find with nutrition happens way more with my preferred clients than with skincare and makeup, just because our skincare and makeup last a lot longer. Nutrition, we can get them set up on an auto ship. So yeah, I can confidently say, if you want to raise up your business, if you want to get in with the 30 days and you want to level up in your business in terms of management, run a program yourself. Run the group yourself. And if your RVP says, you know what, please just let me run it myself and add your people in, that is okay too. Ask how you can be involved with them so that you can say, hey, can I do like the mid-afternoon post? Okay, so I love to kind of talk about exactly step-by-step how I did it all. So let's talk about step number 1. We're gonna budget in our 30 days to healthy living kit. So that should seem simple, especially for anybody on this call who has done the program before. It should seem simple to do that. But if you're new to this call, if you're new to Arbonne and the nutrition isn't something that you thought about, I really want you to consider that it's actually going to be coming out of your grocery budget as well as your Arbonne budget, because I don't know how some people think, but that's what really made sense for me. It makes sense to my preferred clients when I say, okay, really consider that what you're purchasing with the nutrition kit, you're not purchasing something extra. You're actually purchasing your breakfast, which you do at the grocery store anyway. So you're replacing that, and with your coffee, your alcohol, all that stuff we're getting rid of for a month at least. So really, if you're getting rid of that, now you have this extra income that you can use that money towards your package, right? So, and again, getting it on auto ship. If again, you're somebody new who maybe you've gotten a whole bunch of Arbonne so far and you haven't yet done the nutrition and you're tapped out, then what I ask you to do is go to your consultant and ask about how to get your products at the greatest discount. And that's going to be by asking 3 people to join you, getting their kits, getting your order in host rewards. And that is an awesome way to do it. So budget in the groceries, make sure that you're getting it every single month. So number 2, talked about it already, ask the people that you're comfortable with to join you first and get your group started on your own. Really try with your first ask to not make it about the dollar signs in your eyes. Don't make it about making a sale or that you're trying to meet some sort of QV quota. People can feel that off you. I really ask you to check yourself when you're talking to people about health and wellness, because there's, like me, it was a lifesaver, right? It's a lifeline. It's where I needed to truly change my life. And I want to know that you care about me and that you want to actually help me through it, right? And that you're going to be there through to the end. So make sure that you're listening to people's needs, remembering that it's not just about weight loss. That's 100% what Arbonne is not about. We are about healthy living from the inside and out. So asking people, hey, are you in it for, do you need some energy? Like, what exactly do you want to see from those results, and go from there when you're doing the asks. So step 3, ask a consultant on your team, or maybe a sideline, a friend in Arbonne, ask them to run the 30 days with you. I think that was awesome for me and my sister-in-law to just be comfortable. We didn't know really what we were doing, but we did know we wanted to help ourselves and we wanted to help other people. Arbonne has this awesome digital tool book. We've got the source. We have everything on there, plus all of our groups give us a lot of help. All of our RVPs or NVPs, we have so much knowledge. Don't hold yourself back because you think you don't know. The best way to learn is obviously to run through it yourself, get asked those questions, and don't pretend like you know every single time if you don't. You can absolutely say, hey, that's a great question, I'll find out for you. I know people appreciate that the most. So step 4 is tracking your success. The before and after pictures are certainly not comfortable. I did not want to do it. I actually had a huge hang up on it. I did not want to do it. But I did. And again, of course, the time I did was the time I followed through and changed my life. So do your before and after pictures, do your weigh-in, and really check in with yourself where you're at. When you are doing your before and after pictures, make sure you're doing them in the same lighting, in the same time of day, and the same clothes. So reason for that is, I had no intentions of sharing my before and after pictures, but because it did change my life, because I had lots of people ask me what I was doing, yeah, I'm going to show you my before and after pictures because they're kind of unbelievable. So yeah, here you go. This is what they are. And I'm really happy that I was wearing clothes that I was comfortable sharing to other people. Everybody has their own comfort level, so you decide what that is. Not telling you what to do, but for me, it was a black tank top and black shorts. That's what worked. And then I truly did weekly pictures. It was amazing to see that success. Okay, so posting on your Instagram and Facebook accounts to show your progress. Share your story once you have one. If you don't have a story yet, I really recommend, yes, you can do before and after pictures from other people, but my success really, truly, honestly came from people seeing me do it. So posting kind of about what you wanted to change. So again, if it's not weight loss oriented and it's about clearing up your skin or it's about getting more energy, you're going to post about those things that are relatable to people. Talk about how this is my 30-day challenge of getting energy. And with posting recipes in your food, I find for whatever reason, that was just awesome. That was a lot of success for me. It was like, people are like, wait a minute, you're doing the 30 days healthy living and you're eating pasta? Yeah, I am, right? So that makes that whole diet culture thing, okay, Arbonne is not part of that. They are truly 30 days to healthy living. They are eating a lot of food. So number 6 is a little bit uncomfortable, but I do feel like we should talk about it. It's having common sense when you're talking to people. Please think before you ask. Think about what you're saying to people. For me, when I am talking to people about joining my 30 days, it's often in person. Most of the time it's going to be in person. It's going to be on the phone or in person. And it's when I'm actually having a decent conversation with somebody so that I can truly find out, you know, what are their goals and what are they wanting. You don't want to be insulting people. I have heard really sad, countless stories from companies or whatever it is, you know, whether someone hasn't talked to somebody in a long time, or somebody has just had a baby or a life change or something like that. And then to kind of hear from you and just simply come, hey, I have a 30 days healthy living I want you to join, that doesn't always sit well. So think about the words that you're saying and really think about how they're sounding in someone else's ears. So instead of doing that, again, changing the wording. If you haven't talked to somebody in a really long time, open up the conversation with just saying what you're doing and that you have samples to all of our products, and kind of leading off that way. I feel like I keep seeing a question blinking here, but I'm not seeing it. If you have a question, can you just say it? You don't have to. Just because of all the things on my screen. Is everybody okay?
Jess?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be changing the slides?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Sorry, that's just.
You just said number 6. Sorry, so I thought you were on slide 6 or something.
Okay, yeah. No, sorry. We'll just go back to this. I'll show you my after picture at the end, even though you can see it now. No, thank you for that, though. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, okay, so this is something that I actually really have said to somebody. So I'm really striving for more energy and really want to focus on my health this month. I'm gonna be running a 30 Days to Healthy Living group that focuses on feeling your best. I really need to do it for myself. Is it something that you'd be interested in too? Okay, and that really though, if you haven't talked to somebody in a really long time, please build up a relationship with them before you're talking to anybody about the Healthy Living program. Okay, so this is a big one too. This one I feel like has been really helpful to me, but step 7 is knowing how much everything costs and having it right at your fingertips. So finding out what makes you the most comfortable, and having them prepared. So for me, I have a note on my phone. It's just a generic, what I send to everybody. And then when someone asks about the 30 days, I put their name on the top. So then I customize it for them and I send them the text message. Depending on who they are and how I know that they interact with social media, my very favorite thing to do is to actually ask for their email. And then I ask, once I send them the email that I already have written up, super easy, takes 2 seconds, I'm able to follow up on social media. Hey, have you checked my email? Hey, have you checked it out yet? I find just, again, in this world that we're living in these days with instant messaging, you can see people read it and you're kind of wondering like, are they wanting to get back to me? We know that people get busy, so sometimes it's not a personal thing, it's just haven't got to it yet. So for me, I love the idea of, hey, have you checked my email? And I often get, oh my goodness, I rarely check my email. Yes, I'm gonna go to it right now. And it actually makes them have to take a step and do something about it and like actually look at it and make them, okay, yeah, maybe I do want to do this. It's not just a quick instant message thing anymore. Really, I think our bodies and our health are worth that extra time. So it does kind of align with that really well. I do have a s'more as well. It's a s'more newsletter. That's something that is, again, super simple to make. I have one for my business, but I also have a separate one for my 30 days. It's something that you can update every single month with new pictures and whatever, but on there, again, it's pretty much the same information that's on text, email, and whatever, but it has more pictures on it, and it's, again, depending if you're talking to a tech-savvy person, that might impress them and they like that. So step 8, follow up with your clients through text while they are in the group. This is something that I like, it's so big to continue doing well with the 30 days. Just throwing them into the group, being engaged with them is one thing. Not everybody's going to be totally honest on a group that has lots of people on it. So if you can reach out through text message or just instant messaging, whatever you do with that specific person, make sure it's just you and them in the group and just ask, hey, how are you feeling? Hey, what's up? There's been times where at the beginning, before I did all that private instant messaging with them, to follow up with them, I thought people maybe weren't loving it, or maybe they fell off the wagon because they weren't as active in the group. But then they send me this message like, holy cow, I'm in it for the long haul. This is Like it doesn't even feel like a diet. I feel like I am just doing something so normal. It's so simple. And then knowing that they're super interested in it and they're loving it, they're just not as engaged in the group anymore, was super helpful to me. I was able then to say, okay, well, what can we do with you next? So what I've done before that has had a lot of success with my clients who have come on to the 30 days is I tell them when they join, what I do offer is a complimentary makeup session with you. So I can either do their makeup. If you guys aren't makeup savvy, what you can do is just bring your makeup to them, and they can just try out the makeup at that 3-week stage. Because what's nice then is they've really started to see results with 30 days. And they're also just like, they feel the glow, right? It really looks beautiful. Our CC cream, like after the 30 days, hello, it's amazing. So that's just undeniable. And it's just something nice that you can sit in front of them, have a fizz stick, and do the makeup. The other thing, if you don't do the makeup thing, what you could do is offer an RE9 sample pack, or give them an RE9 line sample to, like, the full line to try for a week. So they're now then going from week 3 to the end of it, the end of the 30 days with an RE9 line. They've done their first round and they're looking great, they're feeling great, and now their skin is glowing from the inside and out. And that is how Arbonne is wanting us to do it, right? We are healthy living from the inside and out. So everything's working together, showing from the inside to the outside. And I just think that's exactly what they're asking us to do. So like I said, kind of recapping everything before I take questions if there is any. Basically, the biggest points is to do the program yourself, making sure that every month you're having your order come to your house, that you are budgeting that in and making that a priority for your health. Following through with your clients once they're in their group. Making sure that you don't take yourself too seriously in the group. Honestly, get on there every day with your videos and just enjoy it. Be yourself, because that's what people are really looking for. Watch what you say to people. Make sure that you are, just being kind in the words that you're asking them. Get good relationships with people so that you can have a long-term health and wellness relationship. Read the slight edge. And make sure that you're following up with your clients appropriately. I have lots and lots of clients who have done the program for 90 days straight, like 100% love to do it that way. Okay. So that's what I have for you all. I want to just show you my after picture here. So now this is a year ago. So holy maintenance. How good is that? We have 30 pounds down. I'm no longer on any of the medication, and that is still absolutely true. Still have not had pneumonia or bronchitis. I don't feel symptoms of anxiety. My ulcer that I had is gone. My hives are gone. I'm full of energy, happy. I don't have the signs of the autoimmune disorder. And I got the okay from my doctor to not have the hysterectomy 2 years ago, and I'm still good. So those are my Jess loves of how nutrition and good health and wellness can do for you. It was a full thing. It was a whole takeover of my life, and Arbonne was just something that I was able to add to that. It supported what I was doing, and how do you not share with other people how you feel when you're feeling great, right? So get yourself to that point no matter what your goals are. I'm going to stop the share button, and then I think I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'll take any questions if you guys have any.